Because you know Trump's playing to his base, no kidding. He's ranting cause he can't make a case, no kidding. He's backed into a corner with racist twitting and playing to his base, base. Yeah, it's pretty clear, Trump ain't no genius, but he can throw a tantrum just like a teeny wuss. He heard from Fox News he shouldn't sign a deal, and all the right-wingers hurt his poor feelings. I see the media trying that both sides slop, but after all this time, you'd think that crap would stop. If you've got working brain cells, it's plain to see that Trump said he would on the shutdown. We all saw it on TV. Yeah, the real border crisis is totally self-imposed. Trump created the problem by trying to make the border closed. If you did fact-checking his tweeting into a drinking game, you will be plastered before he's done trying to spell his name. Because he's simply playing to his base, in their bubble. If he upsets his base, then his base makes trouble. The lies he tells his base nowadays go double. He's playing to his base, Oi! Let's bring reality back. Go ahead and let's rewind each party hack. Now we're hearing the wall was just a way to make Trump remember to bash immigrants and then insist that Mexico would pay. Yeah, the White House insisted we all ought to be afraid of an immigrant caravan that needed a blockade. Whether it's concrete or steel or a curtain or a metaphor, most of the country's not buying the wall nonsense anymore. And though Trump's clearly playing to his base, it's shrinking. The GOP support will erase. It's already sinking before they're voted out in disgrace. Hope they're thinking, stop playing to this base, racist base.
Lauren Mayer, everybody.
Lauren's comedy song. Go by there and see her on her YouTube channel. She cranks them out. I'm telling you, people, I love her. And I particularly like that song anyway, that tune. So, how y'all doing, family? It is. Oh, thank you. I thought it was a little humming in here.
It was a little loud in here. We had to turn that AC off.
Forgot the AC was on. We have to cut it off while we're on. Good evening, family. It is Sunday, baby. It's time for a family meeting, and I'm glad y'all showed up. And I want to point out, man, I didn't know Lou Rawls is in the house, baby. Lou Rawls. I didn't even know he was still alive. I don't know. I don't think it's the same Lou Rawls, but it brought back that name just popped out at me, baby. Oddly Wired jumped right in. We're proud that you're here, buddy. We appreciate it. Amy Andrews and no, I got that name right there in the wrong spot. And Daniel Ashford from Chino, California. And he wants you all to know that he's not in prison. They have a big prison there in Chino. And Daniel is not in prison. So we're glad to hear that, bud. But we're also glad you're here. We're glad everybody's here. And so we can have our usual conversation. And we have a lot to talk about. There's a lot going on. Donnie is out of the country, so the air smells a little bit better now. It doesn't smell like crap everywhere. So we can enjoy this little time that he's away. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of, Lou Rawls, yes, hello, Janice Chandler. I'm sorry. That Lou Rawls hailed from Chicago, baby. Yes, he did. Anyway, a lot going on, a lot to talk about, and we'll get into that in a little bit. There's shit that I want to talk about, and with you, especially with the, oh Lordy, the power grab that Donnie's going on, on giving the green light to Attorney General Barr, not Attorney General, Donnie's freaking concierge gangster lawyer shit. That's what it is. Hello, Natalie Palumbo. How you doing, darling? Cowboy hat man, baby. Love to see it. Oh, let there be light.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. We got light. But that's exactly what he is. He's trying to negate the congressional oversight, the responsibility of Congress to have oversight on the executive branch, and he's trying to just do away with that. We don't need that law anyway. Just trust Donnie. We'll be fine. And then later on, we're going to get into Mitch McConnell's deal. Evidently, old Mitch McConnell's raking in a little money there from Russian mobsters nowadays, so we get a good indication of why he votes the way he does. He's a little scumbag scar on this nation's history, and that man, I hope Kentucky just rises up and throws his ass out the door. He's proven himself to be nothing but a bought and paid for, with Russian money, by the way, hack is all he is, and he's been trying to destroy this country ever since he got in there. But anyway, I'm going to start off by giving a ring to somebody y'all already know. And I talked to him earlier, and I went and seen him earlier, and I told him I was going to call him up. So let's go ahead and hit that.
Yep, I'm going to make sure this time it works, because the last time we did this, it didn't work. So bear with me for just a few seconds here.
Just a few seconds here. Make sure it works, because we screwed up last time. And but I don't want to do that, because I kind of like this little process of being able to call people on the phone. Some people just don't have Discord, can't get in. I hear a ring.
Nope, still trying to get it to work. You heard it outside your headphones. For some reason, your headphone jack on your phone does not want to work.
Hey, I heard something.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Hang on a second.
Oh, now I hear somebody calling me. Who's that?
There we go. No, it's our caller. There you go.
Maestro.
What's up, John?
What are you doing, man?
I was over here to have a chilling.
Just chilling. And that always sounds like fun. I went by Maestro's today to see him, didn't I? Uh-oh, wait. Hold on. We're having technical difficulties there, Maestro.
We're having technical difficulties.
There we go.
There we go. Now I think we got it.
Say hello to the Blue Dot family, Maestro.
What's up, Blue Dot family?
All of them, baby. They're listening. They're all out there right now. If not,
They're all listening, huh?
if they're not out there right now, they'll be out there. They'll watch it later on them when they watch the video. We got them, baby.
Oh, we're ready.
So tell the people what you've been up to. Anything good? You went to Houston. You just got back from Houston. Why?
Yeah, I went to go see my nephew graduating. He had a party Saturday. Friday. No, he had the party Friday.
So
it was a long weekend for me.
You went partying. Ain't that some shit? Went to Houston, went partying.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah, my nephew, Nye Smith, he's going to Texas A&M to go play football up there. So
he's going to A&M?
Yeah, College Station.
Oh, there you go. He'll be playing some ball up there then, right?
Yeah, so everybody look out for him, you know.
Good. What's his name?
Anaya Smith.
Anaya Smith. Anaya.
It's spelled like it's from the Bible. It's like Ananias, but we call him Ananias. Ananias, yeah.
Ananias. And how's your mama doing?
Oh yeah, she's all right. She the one that drove me up there, and she drove us back. Boy. It was a nice little trip. I needed it. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all.
I'm just glad you got out of the house, bub. I was tickled to death. I was tickled to death you got out of there, man. Maestro's trying to work on a hand-controlled car, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Working on
yes,
getting.
Well, I'm working on it. It costs a lot of money.
Yeah, don't it though?
Yeah. I got to get a van and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The wheelchair and stuff.
Well, once you get the van, then they install the hand control, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, shit, that's all you got to do.
They got to put a lift on the van and everything.
Yeah, it's got to have wheelchair. For those that don't know, Maestro is in a wheelchair. He wasn't when I met him, but he is now. And that's
for about 3-4 years. I've been struggling with walking and stuff like that. Man,
yeah.
I'm not walking anymore.
No, but you're still getting around. You're still getting around a little bit. I mean,
Oh yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah, nobody wants to be tied down to the house, and your mama can't drive you to everywhere you want to go.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, she don't need to be everywhere I go either.
Yeah, no, she don't need that, Maestro. You still out there having a good time. I'm glad to hear it too, my friend.
I'm trying. I'm working out. Yeah.
Shit, man. I've known Maestro. How long we known each other? 10, coming up on 15 years, something like that. It's somewhere in there. Shit.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, I've been out here at this house for a little over about 17 years. When I went, I met you when I knew Craig, and that's when I met you. Shit, that's a lot. That's a history ago, buddy.
I think it was just telling me I'm getting old.
Yeah, we all getting old. I'm blazing a trail for you, though.
Many people say this. That thing seems.
Oh boy, how the shit. Well, I'm glad you. I'm glad you got to go to Houston. I'm glad your nephew graduated. He's on his way to play ball for A&M. And man, that just sounds like your other nephew went to Alabama, right?
Yeah, he went to Alabama, then he went to Georgia, and now he played for the Miami Dolphins.
Nah, boy, howdy shit. Ain't that some shit?
Maestro's
got some players in his family, baby. And they know
how.
Yes, they do, and they work hard for it, baby. They earned every bit of it. So.
Oh yeah, when we pulled up, they was out there working out with my brother.
Yeah.
Both nephews. Yeah, they was working out with their dad.
Maestro's got a very tight family. I love his mama. His brother Jeffrey is just a character. I'll tell you, I love the whole family, baby. You know that. So.
Yeah. I love your family too, boy.
Yeah.
They always look out for me.
Yes, sir. That's what we do, baby. That's what we all do. That's what we try to do for this whole Blue Dot family, is try to look out for each other. That's what we do. Build them up, baby. Rising tide lifts all boats, so we want all boats to lift up. Anyway, I'll go ahead and let you go. But I appreciate you letting me call you, and we might do this more. Well, I need to bring the camera over. When is AJ going to be around?
When AJ going to be around, I'll try to get him over here this next Saturday. I'll try to get him over here.
Yeah, maybe we could do a show from over at your place and get AJ in there too. AJ's another friend of ours, and AJ's always up for good debate and conversation, and doesn't matter what the subject matter is. He's used to be a professor out at the college out here, so he pretty much knows his shit.
Yeah.
But I gave him a run for his money, baby. The only thing.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yes, sir.
Great conversation.
Always
great
good
conversation.
All the time. All right, Maestro. Well, tell your mom and them I said howdy, and I'll let you go. And yeah, if you talk to AJ and he comes around, not that he's needed, but it would be a good addition.
Yeah, he's needed.
Yeah.
He's needed.
Well, he's prettier than both me and you, so shit. What can we say? A little eyeball candy for everybody. Anyway, I'll holler at you, brother.
All right, John. It was good talking to you. And I'll see everybody. I'm going to come talk to y'all one day. John going to bring the camera till I get my van. And
I know.
We can meet up somewhere and we can have a great conversation.
There you go. That's what we'll do, bud. All right.
All right, John.
I'll see you soon.
Okay.
All right. Bye, Maestro.
Bye-bye.
And that is Anthony Smith, commonly referred to as Maestro. And he's been my buddy for a long time, and I've been over to his house and we did a show from his house. We've done a couple shows from his house, one from his mama's house, and just sitting around shooting the shit and talking about what's going on, much like we do now. Speaking of which, is there anybody out there?
Yeah, I was gonna set up Discord right now, but you see what I mean? Because like your headphone jack, for everybody referencing the volume, I wish I can go louder than that. But there's something wrong with Dad's headphone jack on his phone, because like I had to.
I know what's wrong with it.
It's
it's
not
a freaking
just
Microsoft. It's a Windows phone. I hate the freaking
I knew
thing.
you were gonna say that.
I swear, and I'm stuck in that old thing of, well, it ain't broke yet, so it still works. So
it works as a phone.
It works as a phone, and I can get text messages. But for anybody that was silly enough to go out and buy a Windows phone when they came out. Yeah, there's shit for apps, baby. I don't care what app you see advertised. Oh, that looks like a good app. Maybe I'll try that. No, bullshit. Not Windows.
Well, they've been discontinued now for a couple of years.
Yeah, so. And I still got their phone. It just irks the shit out of me. Even the little thing, Whataburger. Whataburger.
You can't get the Whataburger.
For Whataburger, you can go in there, and I got to drive a lot to Whataburger to go get it. And I don't want to call too early because then my shit will be cold or some crap. But they got an app, and you can tell them I'll be there in like 20 minutes, have my shit ready, and there you go. Yeah. My phone ain't got that app. Yeah. Because Windows goes, what?
Yeah.
We don't got that. How about this one? Scenic views of, I don't know, bullshit app. I don't know.
So before I start letting people into the call, let's welcome the one and only Dennis Valadez. How you doing, Dennis?
Hey, how's it going there, Travis?
Doing pretty fair.
Hello, Dennis.
Hey, John, how's it going?
Are you out fishing?
I am not.
Well, good. You shouldn't do it damn well every time. Just rub my nose in it. You know, you should back off a little bit there.
You're closer to fishing than I am, even though it's a few
I know it's out my back door, and I need to take the time to do it. I did. I looked up at my fishing poles the other day. I got them under the house. You know, they're on the overhead there. When I walk under the house, I can. They're on that rack right there, and I passed by them the other day, and I got to wash them things off, see if they still work.
Well, there ain't a whole lot of functioning parts to a fishing rod.
Hell yeah.
Right? Well, I mean, like, I'm sure they're working. It's not like you left them out in the elements.
No, they're outside, but they're under the house. They don't get rained on and shit like that.
They're fine.
I need to get me some bait and just go fishing. Or some beer and just go fishing. One of the two. Bait or beer. What difference does it make? As long as the fish don't bother you, good. Anyway. Barbara Hernandez says, someone get John his Whataburger and be quick about it. That's right, baby.
Someone say Whataburger?
Because I got to time that shit. Anytime I go to town and Mama says either pick up chicken or Whataburger or something, we can't have a stop between the time you pick the food up and get home, because it's, let me see, it's 5 miles from here to the corner, and then another 10, 15, not 15, maybe 13 miles into town to the Whataburger.
Yeah.
So, you know, you're talking about a 40-mile
Well, you can use a computer to order online. You can't get the
computer in the car.
Well, the goal would, well, never mind.
I want my freaking app. I can't have an app. Got a Windows phone. Windows phone sucks. But it's going to die one day. I just know it will.
You're just going to run it dry, right?
I'll run it dry. Can't get another phone right now. We'll deal with it until then, but I hate the damn thing. Anyway, that's my story. Dennis, how about you?
Not a whole lot going on. I try to get my daughter back, but she hasn't seen her boyfriend since
really?
Thursday.
A boyfriend's going to take precedent over us.
Hey, priorities.
Yeah. Are you shitting me?
She had to work this weekend all weekend, so.
Oh, man.
Oh, well. That's fine.
He graduated on Friday, so Friday and Saturday.
That's right.
She was gone.
Well, I guess we'll cut her some slack. And let me interrupt real quick. Donna Bonacosi, I see you, darling, and I seen the picture of your daddy that you posted up there on Facebook. U.S. Navy, baby, go all the way. Semper Fortis. Anyway, I just want to give a shout out because I seen Donna's daddy.
Yep.
In his Navy outfit, baby. So
yeah, Memorial Day is
tomorrow,
right?
Tomorrow is Memorial Day, and I hope and I know that most everybody knows what that is for. That is to honor those that didn't come home, baby. And it's a time when we reflect on the gifts that they have given us, and that we still enjoy at the moment anyway. If Donnie has his way, I don't know. We'll slip them, slide them right out the damn door if we're not careful. This power grab he's got going on, it really kind of scary. It's, you know, it's a difficult position because, you know, Mama and I this evening, and Miss Deborah came over this evening, we was watching Catch 22 on, I don't know what it is.
Hulu,
on Hulu,
I believe.
Hulu, Netflix, whatever it is. Anyway, we're watching that. And it's a really good movie, but I haven't seen it all yet. It comes in little sections. But, you know, it's that Catch 22 is damned if you do and damned if you don't. Either way you go, you got problems. And it's where we are, I feel like, right in this impeachment thing that we got going on, that people argue whether or not impeachment is proper at this time, and what it would do, and should we impeach or should we not impeach and all that. And I don't know, baby, but I'm telling you one thing. I'm getting real tired of watching this asshole, and now he's got his lackey attorney general, who's now got willy-nilly access to anything he freaking wants to see, and he's digging for nuggets, baby. He's digging for something that he can point to and say, aha, look at that shit. They came after President Donnie the dictator, and it was all illegal, and all these lock her up crap. They're going to go get Hillary, probably Barack Obama, all of them. He made a list, baby, of people he thinks committed treason, and we all know who's committing the treason because we see it every damn day. I get it. I'm going to get into a rant. Anyway, I'll get into a rant because it's pissing me off watching this shit.
I mean,
it's slow motion train wreck. At what point does Congress stand up and put a stop to this shit? Because I'm tired of watching it, But hey, he's gone for a few days, a week, month.
I do feel sorry for the Japanese putting up with his shit.
Oh, they know how to handle him. Give him a show, pat him on the back, make him look important, feel important, rub him up. That's it. That's all you got to do to him.
Yeah, but they're very respectful people, and he isn't. So it's like they have to bite their tongues and shit around him, I'm sure.
Well, I guess they're a little concerned because North Korea just shot off a few more missiles, and Donnie's just playing it up like, oh, Kim's not.
I still got trust in him.
Kim, no big deal. Kim loves me. We have a love affair, so don't worry about it. Are you shitting me? Play him like a fiddle, and sucking up to every enemy that we have, and bad mouth and damn near every ally that we have. That's Donnie's big plan. I swear it's selling us down the river, and now we got Mitch McConnell taking Russian mob money to $3.5 million donation from a company called Wasal, which is owned by Oleg Delapansa, whatever his Russian name is. I can't spell it. Send it out. But they did a $200 million investment in Brady Industries, which is a company out there in Kentucky, and for that deal, Mitch got a $3.5 million payoff, baby. Bribe is what it is. You want to know how our politicians get filthy rich, baby? Right there, man. But they're almost open about it now. Ever since this shit started. Oh, wouldn't it be nice to get along with Russia? Russia's good. Everything the Republican Party preaches nowadays is how great it would be if we got along with Russia and everything. And I swear they've sold us out. Lock, stock, barrel down the river, baby. Whatever they can get their hands on. The money, it comes from Russia, Saudi Arabia, or wherever it comes from. It doesn't matter. It's money. And it spends, baby. Anyway.
We want to welcome Velda to the call. How's it going, Velda?
Hey, Velda. Hello, Velda. You're not speaking to us. Are you mad? Velda's pissed off. Look at her. There's a text message from Velda. She says, bug off, I'm not talking to you.
Where the hell did you see that?
Right there. It's written right there. It says, bug off, John, I'm not talking to you. No, it doesn't. He's over there looking for it. Ah.
Yeah,
No,
I'm giving you. She was there. I think she's here.
I think, Velda, you got some problems there. We can't hear you. So.
Oh, well, she'll be in the call.
She'll be in the call here.
When she's back, she can chime in and all that other good stuff.
All right. I got a cat watching me. Jeremy's watching me. That's Natalie Palomo's little kitten. She's been posting pictures on the Facebook there, and he's listening to my voice. You want to know here? You want to hear what my cat's here? And we have that little kitten, and I posted his picture there on the. We haven't named him yet. He's got to earn a name, and but he's so tiny. He is smaller than any of the other little kittens out there, and there's two other kittens out there, but they're a little bit bigger than him. And this one is just as scrawny as you can get, and so we make sure we bring him in at night. His mama is out there, and I don't know, she's there, but she doesn't pay much attention to him. But anyway.
We want to welcome Aussie Dave. How's it going, Aussie?
Aussie, you there, Dave? We're getting
Hi, guys. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How's everything down under?
Fine. And how is the United States of Russia?
No, baby, we're
You know, when you say it like that, it really hits home.
Yeah, it does, baby.
It
I
does.
swear.
It's an awful thought, isn't it?
Yes, it's a terrible feeling. Like I said, ever since this shit started, you've heard nothing out of his ass. But wouldn't it be great to do what old Vlad wants us to do? And I started this program talking about the oil fields up in Siberia, baby. There are a lot of oil up there. There's a lot of oil out there that's got to come out.
Each week, it seems to be as if, it's an awful thing to say, it's almost as if America is accepting the fact that they have a dictator and they're happy for Donnie to fight justice.
I don't think we've gone that. I think there's a stiff resistance. Looking from the outside in, Dave, I can understand it, and that's the problem that this country's got to face, is exactly that. Everybody in the world can see what's going on. It's the citizens of this country that have to do something. We are the ones that have to right this ship.
It just seems like it's from outside of your borders, it seems like it's almost normal, accepted behaviour now, because it's dragged on so long and nothing's been done about it. It's like most of us outside Europeans and Asians, Australasians, look at America and say, well, shit, this Don's got control of the White House and the Justice Department. There's no way they're going to get him into a courthouse. It's only 2020 that you got to rely on. Yeah. And the thing that scares me is that you'll never know if Russia has put Donnie back in. I mean, if he wins, we know Russia's had interference. You can't win with only 35 or 38% popularity.
Wait now, Dave. It's not just Russia now. He's soliciting support from Kim Jong-un over in North Korea.
Of course he is.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, Kim Jong-un said something bad about Biden, called him a low IQ or something, which he picked up from Donnie. And so again, you got Un over there just trying to placate Donnie by calling Biden a name, and then Biden jumps in on Un's side. So look forward to some North Korean political ads for Donnie coming up.
Well, it's probably money and whatever technology, computer-wise, that they can assist Russia in. I mean, he'd get them both working together if he could, and they probably would, because we know that Mr. Putin is a mate of Kim's, and he's got no problems with working with North Korea, but especially against America. But certainly, it just seems to be that when I look at a guilty man, I don't know if this is true or not, but when I see a guilty man being caught out, they tend to run to other guilty men or to some support. See, he's not getting support from the right areas he wants. So he runs to Putin, he runs to Kim Jong. He's created more diversions with this latest outlandish shit he's carrying on with. He gets other people of power to bag his opposition. Yeah. He's currently using the American, or trying to use the American legal system to attack his opponents. I mean,
that's what he's doing now with Attorney General Barr.
We're having an investigation into how this all started. Now, we know how it started. Someone spoke to an Australian diplomat in a front bar who had a few too many drinks, said the wrong things, and started all going. There was no conspiracy. The world knows it was.
There you go. There it is in a nutshell. It's Australia's fault. That's the way Donnie looks at it. He was attacked by Australia. Yes.
He has stated, made a few suggestions about Australia that our Prime Minister thought, get fucked.
Yeah. Australia should be investigated, and it's in my notes. Some other country that he mentioned. Oh, Great Britain. I'm sorry. Great Britain. Because of the dossier.
He's accusing us of being Russian sympathizers. Now, let me put it this way. The only sympathizer to Russia is him.
Yes, that's it. And that's what he's selling. And that's what he's
Yes.
been selling.
He's
No,
selling
what
smoke
reminds
and
me
mirrors.
of-
Oh, hey. There's Velda. Hey, Velda.
Hello, Vera.
what Trump reminds me of?
What?
You know that asshole of a husband that beats the shit out of his wife and kids,
Yeah.
and then blames her for her fucking cheating that
Yeah.
she never did because he did.
Yeah.
Well,
It-
yeah,
it-
blames her in court for being a disloyal woman.
Yeah.
But that same man will come home and say, "Where's my freaking dinner?" as well.
Yeah.
Wait
Yeah,
2
you can-
seconds, everybody. Y'all can
What?
keep talking. I'm gonna fix your microphone really quick.
You're going to fix
Yeah,
my
I'm gonna
microphone?
mute you and me really quick.
Anyhow, another thing I've noticed too, you know how
What?
the Democrats have been really, really whipped on by the Republicans for the last 8-10 years?
Yep.
Afraid that
Yeah.
they're acting like the abused spouse.
Yes, they are. They are.
Acting like an abused spouse.
There we go.
And you know what?
And the
Well,
Republican
they
Party are
are-
enablers.
Well, they are a system of enablers that have in only if there's a reward at the end. Like, you know, we just seen that someone done a $3 million deal or whatever it is for Donny with some company, $3 million deal. I think you just mentioned it in your monologue.
Yeah.
That he just there's money for Donny there. We all know that.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
how the Republicans
Yeah.
freaking
Mitch
work.
got his share. I'm sure Donnie's on the list, baby. You know,
Yeah.
That's how come I don't trust Jared Kushner. Are you shitting me? That little turd's out there. You know he's making deals for him, and his companies and Donnie's companies. These deals are being made on the table. And if you don't think they're being done, well, you're naive, because you know that that's what these people do. You know.
Are you familiar with the pyramid system?
Yes, that's you.
Well, that's what this is.
Yeah. Everybody gets a little share, but it all flows to the top, baby. That's
But
what
they all going to bring something. They all going to bring some connections in, or whatever it may be. But if one of the bottom runs collapses, or gets indicted, or gets charged, the rest could come tumbling down.
That's what we need to do, baby. That's what it's all about. And this whole question of impeachment, you know, they say we can't impeach because what's the point? Because the Senate is not going to convict. Well,
Right.
that's what the standing rule is now, because that's what we're seeing in this Republican Party is a bunch of spineless people who will turn their back on the values of this country and sell us out for a tax cut, for a loophole in a law, or whatever the hell, some investment by a Russian banker or Russian mobs. It doesn't matter as long as it brings in money, and that's the key to the Republican Party. They can talk all they want about patriotic bullshit. It's just that. It's bullshit they sell you to get your vote. That they're all American and all this bullshit, baby. They're selling us out just one by one. And now he's turned his attorney general loose on our intelligence agencies. Anything he wants to know about anybody.
He's going to get that Russian spy that's in Russia for Russia. That's exactly who he's going after, one of them.
He is the Russian spy. You know, I seen a little cartoon. Oh, by the way, Paulette Hallbeck. I got my funny times in the mail today. Paulette Hallbeck, one of our Blue Dots, made that subscription, and I get it once a month. It's really great. It's a little magazine, but there's a cartoon in there about boy. When I started this sentence, I knew what that cartoon was. Yet,
We're talking about.
What were we saying? I swear, ain't that pitiful? Fall out your head in 2 seconds. It'll come to me.
You had a Trump brain
Got
fade.
CRS.
What was that?
Said I've got CRS.
Yes, can't remember shit sometimes.
Sorry, couldn't be here to help
Yeah,
you with that.
I
I just went to go get some tea,
Yeah,
and
no.
now I'm hearing
Well, I'm
shit, I
blaming it
forgot
on you.
something.
You're distracting me when you came in the door there, and all of a sudden I forgot.
Well,
what I was gonna
let's
say.
start looking at and discussing who is our favorite choice for 2020 for the Democratic nominee.
Shit, there's 23 of them.
I know.
I
it's
can
a
tell
lot.
you who I'm looking at. But
Not looking at Biden.
I like Elizabeth Warren in the way she talks. I like
Me
the way
too.
she's got her plans and
She's better than Hillary.
Yeah, she's I like her, and the more I listen to her, the more I like her. She stands right up there and tells it. But I don't know.
The problem is Biden made it hard for her.
Yeah. Well, Biden's made it hard for everybody because, and this is something that we all have to keep in mind here. They're saying Biden's up at the lead. Okay, Biden's got the lead in the polls, which we shouldn't believe shit about polls, because they'll change tomorrow. But we have 23 people in the race here. You take 23 people and you start dividing up those numbers, those percentages of who likes who. Well, that's diluted. So, Biden might be ahead now, but, if 10 of those people go away and the field narrows down, then that's when you're going to start seeing the real numbers come out and who's getting enthusiastic about who. And that's how come I really stress to people, don't let the candidates be who they are, let them talk their shit, find out about their programs, their policies and everything, what they plan to do, and make an informed decision. It's that thing though that keeps hanging over everybody's head. No matter who, vote blue, baby. That's the key here. We can't afford to screw this up just because we're infighting on anything. Nobody should be getting there. If their person doesn't get the nomination, baby, the hardships in life, suck it up. But we got to keep our eye on the ball. We have to move this team forward, baby. We have to win, no matter who, blue, no matter who. And because there's not a one of the people that are up there right now that wouldn't make a better president than Donnie Pantywaist up there.
Like I said, Biden I don't like, but you know what? If he's on the ticket, I'm voting for him.
There you go. It's.
But why? Why? Because it's a name you recognize.
No, the one I really like is the mayor.
Buttigieg. Mayor Pete. Mayor Pete. Who
See,
I like him quite a lot.
It's got to be more than I like that person. It's got to be I like their policies or I like the way that they.
That I do like.
Oh yeah, no, Buttigieg is the man because
he's a Rhodes Scholar. He's a veteran.
He's a bit young though, isn't he? He's a bit too young.
Yes, he's young.
No, he's not too young. He's not
too young. He's of age to run for president, so he's not too young. His youth. In that debate has piled on enough, but the difference between those older folks and those of the younger. I am for a progressive candidate. I want a progressive agenda, and I want somebody who is going to be aggressive with it. I don't want to play pansy with anybody. I don't want to just mealy-mally go over there and talk to the Republicans and let's play nice. Bullshit. Let's play the game they did. But to play that game, we have to take the Senate. To play that game, we have to win.
The Russians didn't get Donnie in there by playing with computers and making them do things that they're not supposed to. They actually got Donnie in there through publicity. What they did is, and I'm sure you're aware of this, they run a campaign on all the social medias and all that, and it was a very strong, powerful, but expensive campaign that only Russian money could pay for.
Yes.
But it was all information.
It was always there to make a divide, to make one side hate the other side, and thereby drive some over to the other one because they think those leftists are going way too far, and all this kind of bullshit. The choice that we were faced with, that at the time we thought when we all were out there thinking he ain't got a snowball's chance in hell of getting in there because he's just an ignorant asshole. And, who's that? Howard Stern's recently been out there saying that Donnie did it for a PR stunt. Donnie may have done it for a PR stunt, but the powers behind him, i.e. Russia and others that might be involved.
Excuse me, John. Excuse me, I do not believe it was a PR stunt. I believe that Donnie's the sort of person that covers his ass not to look stupid. So if he had lost or not been nominated...
He's losing that battle,
Dave. It was just a PR stunt anyhow.
Well, I mean, his motivation. Russia knew what they had. They were playing him for a fiddle and have been buying into his ass forever. He is in bed so far in where Russia owes Russia so much money that he is just, he's in Putin's hands. He can't
They're
say.
the only ones that loaned him money. No one else would lend him money.
No, nobody else would. That money was coming from Russia, baby. It was coming right through Deutsche Bank. And when we start getting on Deutsche Bank, my mind just goes to this whole big, and it just fits when I talk about the money that Trump got from Deutsche Bank was controlled by Justice Kennedy's son at Deutsche Bank. So Justice Kennedy's son is the one that's been dumping money into Donnie's pockets all these years. And all of a sudden, when this comes about and all of a sudden questions start going towards Deutsche Bank, Justice Kennedy all of a sudden retires. And we get old Brett Kavanaugh. But
then his son goes to work privately for Trump.
For Trump. You know, when you start looking at that big picture and blending it with, you know, there is so much shit running in. When I just mentioned this, the oil up in Siberia, that's how come Russia took the Crimea, was to get that oil out, but it can't get it out. We got to deal with Exxon. Got to deal with Exxon to get the money. Oh, we can't do that because there's sanctions. Well, we got to get rid of sanctions. Rex Tillerson, do you want to be? Yes, Secretary of State, come right in. There was shit moving on a grand scale. Nothing happens globally unless the big players are in it, and that's what we're seeing. And Donnie is played right into Putin's hands, and he's locked up with this shit, so he's putty there. You know, and that's what we're getting.
What you said, and you know, there's a lot of those spider legs that lead out to corruption. But what you said there is what the politicians and the Democrats need to tell the people at rallies. Yeah. This is how it's been working. This company here, this connection here, there.
It's called fascism.
I'm going to do this, 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 or I feel this. They've got to say, do you know what's been happening? And this is how it's been working. So
yeah. It's corporate money, baby. And we've seen it ever since Citizens United was approved, where money is free speech. And baby, let me tell you, corporations have a lot to say. Everything is controlled by money in our lawmaking system. It has to be cleaned out. It has to be replaced with people who have at least some integrity, some moral standing to not thieve from their own people. But that's what this is. That's where our laws come from. It's those corporations, and it's called fascism. That's what that is. When corporations rule government, you know, and that's what we're looking at.
If he takes the win in 2020, he's going to take that as a mandate from the people. The mandate, he will say the mandate is that they're happy with me dealing with Russia, they're happy with me doing what I'm doing, so
he would stay forever. He would try to change the constitution, whatever they would do to try to extend him out. You seen him make a little joke about it the other day, maybe on his fourth, fifth, or sixth term. Yeah, that's in his head, baby. That's in his head. He wants that shit, you know. And it is the Democrats in the House, of all our institutions right now, the Democratic House. There's so much pressure on them. They are the ones on the front line of this shit right now. They're the only ones that can bring this stuff out, and that's what has to happen. Now, whether it's an impeachment or hearings for an impeachment or an investigation into the possibility, I don't give a shit what name they put on it. They best start getting these records, getting the information out. Because you got to, you know, there's not that much more time till 2020. I don't want to hang this shit out. You know, I want his shit out there on the clothesline where everybody can see it. We know what color your underwear is. You know, you didn't get the shit stain out, baby, because we can see it. And we can see the shit stain that is in that man has put on the fabric of this nation.
And, you know, if Russia invaded England tomorrow, I'm sure Trump would come out and just say, well, look, the problem is that the English government done this for the Russians, and the Democrats have done this, and it's all Democratic's fault, and it's the English fault, so leave Russia alone. That's a scary part. If Russia now, I think, could go to most countries in the world that they couldn't do to 2 years ago and invade it without any repercussions.
Yes. And right now,
they could take more.
And while you were
take more.
While you were talking there, I remembered the cartoon because it was about Russia. The cartoon that I was referencing a minute ago that I lost track and forgot about was two old boys sitting out on the front porch of an old country store. Two old boys sitting out there. You could tell their age, and One of them says, well, isn't it glad that it was found out that our president isn't a Russian agent? And the other old boy looks at him and said, well, I'm wondering when they're going to prove he's an American agent. When are they going to prove he's working for us? Because I don't see any proof of this shit. You know, he's turning a blind eye to everything that it doesn't matter. Russia's doing, North Korea's doing. It doesn't matter what any of those people are doing. He's more concentrating on pissing off the Germans or the Italians or whoever it is, Canada, Mexico, you know.
Or the size of his bank account.
Yeah, no shit. But
really quick, before we go any further, we want to welcome Bud One Man to the call. How's it going, Bud One Man?
How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good, Bud Man. Hey, are you drinking a Bud?
You're enjoying your long weekend?
Yes, well, you know, shit, there ain't no weekends for me anymore, but it all runs together now.
I understand. I know how that goes.
Yeah. No,
not long enough.
Travis and I, as a matter of fact, got out there today and cleaned out the three barbecue pits. We got your propane pit there that we can just grill on. Then you got your kettle barbecue that you just put your.
And then the one I'm most interested, because we've never used it before, is the one you made out of what is it, a hubcap?
Well, I took two wheels, not the tires, the wheel, the metal wheel.
Yeah, the metal wheel,
Yeah, and you turn them a certain way and weld them together and cut out a grill and cut a little door in there so you can open it. Looks like a little pot-belly stove is what it looks like, and you can build your fire in there, and then up the top you can put the grill there and grill something, or you can just put a big heavy pot and just build a big fire under it if you're going to boil something. But yeah, one of my many talents, I can take car wheels and turn them into barbecue pits. So, give me a piece of junk and I'll turn it into something, I'll tell you.
So yeah, we're looking forward to this will be the first barbecue of the year.
Yeah, this will be the first time we'll barbecue tomorrow, first time in the year, and this year. So yeah, we're looking forward to put some beans on to cook, and you know, maybe some stuffed jalapenos wrapped in bacon. There you go. That's, you know, that's what we're.
May 4th barbecue.
Yes. Have a nice little. We cut the grass, mowed the yard today, and then I fixed the lawnmower because it got so we can finish cutting them all.
Yeah, apparently at one point we didn't realize until it was too late that one half of the lawnmower was cutting the grass and the other half was barely cutting the grass. So
no, what it was,
we got patterns throughout the yard.
You know, I'm cheap, buddy. I don't fix shit until it just dies. But before, I had part of my riding lawnmower broke in the deck. For you guys out there, or ladies that mow the grass, the deck was leaning, so it would cut a rut on one side, and the other side would just be fine. And so I had cut me out a piece of metal and put some screws in there, some bolts, and to hold it in position. But then that over the time that vibrated, and it finally broke the little strap that I had built. So I had to go build another strap today. So took the measurements, made sure it was the same thing, and popped it right back on there. We're good to go. You can fix. That's what I was when I were referencing when my truck broke down. Well, it's a thermostat. Well, shit, who needs a thermostat? It's summer, baby. Take it out, throw it out, put it back together, and get on the road. You fix what you got to fix. You do what you got to do to get on the road, or to mow the grass, or to fix a country. You do what you got to do to get the shit done. And that's where we are. That's where we are. We're right in the middle of that. Well, we got to fix this shit. The midterms are over. That's what we did. We got a whole bunch of progressive Democrats in there. We took the majority in the House. Now the work begins. Let's get after the work, baby. That's what I want. I want to see the information come out, because that's the only hope we have of either one of two things: that information is damning enough to turn the Republican senators against him and stand up for the Constitution and for this country. Or
there's more turning against him, mate. There is more silently making comments, like even Lindsey Graham wasn't happy, I believe, with the way that he's getting on with the enemy.
Yeah, well, Lindsey Graham needs to find out what he believes in anymore. Lindsey Graham flip-flops around like you wouldn't believe. He sucks up to Donnie every time he turns.
This morning, I think.
I think he did. You know, it's there's no integrity over there on that side anymore. Lindsey Graham has no more integrity than Donnie himself. Are you shitting me? They play golf all the time. I guess they discuss all the.
If they see that
received 800,000 from Russia.
What's that?
Look,
Lindsey Graham received 800,000 from Russia.
Damn, Russian money all over the place, baby. We're in the wrong business. I need to go into
I'm not getting
politics.
any.
Yeah, I ain't getting none of this shit.
Once all the Republican senators start to see that the wheels are falling off and a bit of evidence is becoming public, and the people start to see the real Trump, and his figures start dropping closer to 30 than 40, there will be a few more senators closer to 2020 will say, look, I'm honest. I'm an honest senator. Trump's not been a good man, and I'm not happy. He's not a bag of shit, but I'm not happy. Just to get the people on side, and I think a few more will jump ship as long as a bit more evidence comes out.
Oh, today, when I saw that posting today, and I shared it on my Facebook, it was the sign out on the billboard out on let me see, where was it? It's on Highway 75, right outside of Berea, Kentucky, and it was put up by Mad Dog Pack. It's the one that says Russian mob money with a question mark, and it says, "Really, Mitch?"
Seen that, yeah.
Well, today when I shared it with a quote from Nikita Khrushchev, and that quote was this: "I once said I will bury you." I got in trouble for saying that. That's what he said. Of course, we will not bury you with a shovel. Your own working class will bury you. That's what he said. And guess what, baby? The working class of this country elected a Dumbo. You know, that's how he got his ass in there. A lot of people were fooled by this Russian shit, the propaganda that they put out, the demonization of Hillary over the years, and the Clinton name in itself demonized her, led us right up to all those people in our country that were tempted by all this shit and threw up their hands and said, well, I'm just going to vote for the TV star. And look where we are.
Yeah.
Well, they thought they would get the TV star type country. They thought the TV star is going to make them wealthy. I mean, honestly, a lot of these rednecks or Southerners and or Trumpeteers.
No, they're all over the place, baby. Yeah.
They did think that Trump was going to put money in their pocket, and he hasn't. Yeah. He hasn't.
He put money in a lot of people's pocket, but it wasn't the working man down here. They got conned.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
It was the 1%, baby. It was the corporations of this world. It's the people that paid the lawmakers, the ones that write the law. You know.
And the wall's not being built. It'll never get built. That'll bring him down.
No, ain't no wall going to be built. Well, we got the Texas Chip Roy, the congressman held up a disaster relief bill because he said it didn't have border wall money and it didn't have money for border security in the disaster bill. That's who we got. You know,
I was hoping you would read my mind and you could reach out and slap his face for me.
I mean, to tell you that's how come we need that. He needed slapping law. Chip Roy needs to be slapped for that shit, because he's willing to throw all, you know, that's one of the problems. I'm going to get sidetracked. That's one of the problems we have in this country with our congressmen and our Senate is they write a bill, a disaster relief bill, but they want to put riders on it. They want border security on it. They want a wall built. They want a statue or a park or something or they want something, or they're not going to back your bill. So it gets laden with all these little add-ons and bullshit. That's what kills us. That's how shit gets snuck through. Here, if you put this little loophole in there, nobody's going to read it anyway.
That's been going on for
forever. And it's been practiced by both sides. That's what I mean. We need a clean house, baby. We need people up being elected as congressmen and senators that have some kind of decency left. You know, but we
heard that before. Drain the swamp. Didn't we hear that before?
Yeah, we drain that swamp. Yes, we've heard it from other politicians in the past. That's how D.C. got its name. It's really a joke coming out of Donnie's mouth, Because look what he's done. Oh, shit, are you kidding me? Not only brought more monsters, he shit in the place. He pisses on it every morning when he goes out, and he just whoops out his little mushroom there and pees in the swamp. Throws some more shit out there for people to fret about or get concerned about because Donnie said this or tweeted that shit. You know, it's constant chaos. I'm tired of it. You know, when you...
You know what, mate? That's the thing. You know, remember we said a couple of weeks ago how we said that line from the movie, I'm as mad as hell and I ain't going to take it anymore?
Yeah.
Right?
I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. That's the point we need to get to. And that's the point we should be. Because this is 2019, baby. It's all over the place. It's on your TV every day. It's in the news. It's on the computer. All the shit, the crap, the lies, the con jobs, the deals, and all this crap. That's all in the news every day. So he's
going to hire the best.
There should be nobody. He's going to hire the
best.
Yeah, I know the best people. I know the best words. You know, I'm a very extremely stable genius.
And more Americans are getting sick of it every day.
Yes, that in itself, right there, when he stood up there and said, "I'm an extremely stable genius," you know, anybody that is saying that about themselves seriously has mental issues, and he has mental issues. He's
sick.
Yes, he is sick. He's narcissistic. The only thing that man cares about is him and his image. That's it.
You know, there's enough senior psychologists out there. If someone had the balls in the White House to invoke the 25th Amendment, they could probably nearly get away with it with enough psychiatrists.
Really quick, we wanted to fill up the chat so we have a full-on dealio going on here.
Let's get a full-on dealio.
We're going to welcome Ms. Linda, Steph's here, Velika, and one and only Yogi, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
How y'all doing?
How y'all doing this evening? Who's in here?
I'm good. I'm here.
All right, Chris.
I'm here.
There you go. Everybody's here. Oh, yeah. What time is it? Oh.
Yeah, we'll do that in a minute.
All right, we'll do that in a minute. I got one more thing I got to do this evening, but I'll do that in a few minutes. So how y'all been doing? Y'all been in the green room?
We've been in the green room till now.
Yeah. What's going on over there? Do them
More than that.
Do them people know anything over there? Oh, they probably know more. They probably saying more than I am out here. They probably more into it. They're in tune, baby. They're in tune. If they're here, they're in tune.
I can say about a stable genius, he's an unstable idiot.
I guess that's what he was meaning when he was talking about the I word out there. The Democrats are talking about the I word.
You need to get some bumper stickers with "I'm as mad as hell." Not take it
anymore.
What's that swamp person thing misspelling? Or was not a swampman or whatever that tweet he had when he called Joe Biden by Dan.
Oh Lord, no, I haven't seen that. Are you shitting me?
Tell us about it. Tell us.
It's a tweet.
What's it say?
What's it say?
I had to go look it up, but it's all over the Facebook on the anti-Trump group.
I think Travis is on it.
I'm going to check it out.
Basically, I think he agreed with Kim, but he spelled Biden wrong.
Are you shitting
and swamp and yeah, he spelled it B-I-D-E-N or A.
I think it was.
Are you shitting me? Very stable genius, though. Yeah. Very stable.
I read his many people.
Stable genius is the 4th grade level of spelling vocabulary.
You know, all of his followers are going to go, well, you know, he did that on purpose. No, he didn't. He's that stupid. He doesn't know how to spell.
He doesn't.
And it's rubbing off on other people. Rudy don't know how to spell now. Rudy Giuliani, he put out some tweet the other day and made up some wiggle long. I visit this apology. I visit. What the freak is that? It's you know.
Oh,
by association. Man.
While everyone's here, I want to express my anger and disgust at the lowness of what they did to that video of the House leader.
Oh yeah.
That was so degrading, so low.
That's Donnie.
How dare they?
That's Donnie. He did the same thing with Hillary. Remember that when Hillary stumbled or something, or he played on that forever. He does it with women. That's what he does. Oh, look at her. She said, she's just not right. She can't talk right. There's something wrong over there. I've been watching her a long time. It's that kind of bullshit.
You thought he would have learned from when he had a go at that gentleman at his where he said, I don't know what is it, and he showed the hands up in the air and how he's he never learned from that because that upset a lot of people.
Yeah, no.
And yet he has go out and make a woman with a slight disability in her voice, her speech, sound like she's a drunken stroke victim.
Well, that was Fox Business News put together a whole little clip, and Donnie retweeted that too, mind you. Not just the one where they slowed it down where Pelosi was looked like she was slurring her words, but they also, Fox Business put together a little clip of these little bits and pieces of audio and video from different speeches where she may have paused and said the word or whatever, little sounds that between words and then piled all them together so it just looked like she was standing there. It's childish bullshit. But guess what? That's who his base is.
Well, the Australian media refused to play the clip on the news shows because they all did not want to give it any
we appreciate that
credibility.
Yeah, I noticed the American news was all over it. Look, we're going to show you the both of them.
There's something interesting that came out of all that, though, because I haven't watched the clip. I know of it, but I haven't watched it yet. And there was a campaign going on. I saw the hashtag going around Twitter, delete Facebook, delete your Facebook account. Mm-hmm. And it was because Facebook refused
to take down that video.
To take down the video. Now, I can understand
I thought they took it down.
The difficulty of removing a video that was quote-unquote doctored. Now, I'm not saying I'm in favor for them keeping it on Facebook. What I'm saying is I can understand it's because it's not a violent video. It's just a crafted video of someone, who just happened to be Pelosi slurring her words. Yeah. However, here's where I'm really upset about. If that many people were fooled by the video, that's the problem, is everybody can take videos on the internet at face value and just assume it's real. No one does any fact checking anymore.
I've seen her on Facebook. I've seen the whole thing. She was stammering, didn't know what she's talking about. That kind of shit.
And Facebook, one of the reasons why I don't like it is depending on who you follow or what kind of ads you get, there's a lot of propaganda on what I consider both sides. Things in our side, it would be news that's too good to be true. In other words, tabloid-worthy shit. Yeah. And certain people are vulnerable to that kind of misinformation. And it's scary that we live in a society where people refuse to do 5 minutes of research just to fact check something. But it's also getting kind of scary that videos...
You really have to be careful of where the story is coming from. Check who's giving you the story. That usually tells you a whole lot.
But as a video editor as well, there is something else that's very frightening, is that video editing technology is getting so extreme that
at one point it'll be hard to tell the difference.
Yes, exactly.
That's scary.
And that is very, very scary.
But if you watch Nancy Pelosi, she's not a drunk slurring her words.
No,
she knows exactly what she's doing.
She doesn't even drink.
Yeah.
No.
She doesn't drink, does she?
I don't think. No.
I don't think
she doesn't. No,
I don't think she drinks.
No. I think you're right. I think she does not drink. She knows how to push Donnie's buttons. She knows how to do that.
So got that down.
Yeah, push them buttons.
Donnie's probably hoping if he makes so many of the Democrats, the ones that he calls attacking him, the ones leading him the push to get the truth, he's hoping that probably he's got a nutcase out there, because all those that would normally assassinate a president are not there. They're on his side, those people.
Yeah, well, we don't
He's hoping that they might knock off maybe a couple of the Democrats that are driving this.
Well, that's what we don't want. We don't want anybody.
That's the sick mind of Donnie. That's how sick he is.
I've made it very clear. I don't care how he gets out of the White House, whether it be through a heart attack or whether it be through a tar and feathers with a rail, through impeachment, through I don't care. We need that man to be gone out of our house, because the longer he's there, the more it affects the politics,
we
the
need
body
to
of
happen
politics.
What happened to Mussolini needs to happen to him.
What was that, Budman?
What happened to Mussolini at the end of World War II, or near the end of World War II?
Yeah, he's dead.
The people got him.
Yeah, and that's well.
And he's no different than Mussolini. He's no different. You think about it.
No, I believe we're looking at a fascist. Donald Trump is not. He's not Democrat. He's not Republican. He is a fascist. He is for business,
stands
baby.
like Mussolini.
He's I don't know.
He talks like him.
Yeah,
he sticks his head up.
He gets all his ideas from dictators. That's where he gets his politics. That's where he gets his ideas. I swear he reads Mein Kampf every night when he goes to bed.
And watches Mussolini from World War II tapes.
Yeah. Get pointers and stuff like that.
He's got the same stance. He's got the same composure, and he makes a statement which is bullshit. And we all know it's bullshit, and sticks his head in the air and says.
But he's got people that are willing to let him go on that. We have Republicans that are not standing up and saying what they should be. When he lies, when he makes false, when he pulls,
they're better than he is.
Yeah,
they will. They'll stand up.
They will when we force them to. That's my argument.
That's right.
They're not going to do it unless we force them. Force the information and throw it right down in front of their face and grab them by the back of the head and say, "Look at this. You have to look. He's a crook." And he's in bed with Russia. He's been laundering money for years. It's all that kind of bullshit. We've still got 14 to 17 investigations out there, baby. There is still shit that has got to come out. And
I don't think he'll be out of jail to be a president, would he? In 2020 he might be indicted by then.
Well, it's the opinion of the OLC that you cannot indict a sitting president.
But one could be sitting and waiting for him.
I don't give a shit what the OLC says. They are not the Supreme Court. They're not even. They're just a legal opinion. That's the DOJ, which is currently under Attorney General Barr, the lackey, and it's their opinion. That opinion needs to be tested, is what I think.
You know what the amazing funny thing is, that Trump's losing in court at the moment over a couple of issues, and the judge is saying, "No, this is not going to drag on. I want all this done now, and I want these redacted parts removed." And yet the bottom line is that if the judge turns around and says, "Right, an arrest warrant for this man and this man," right. Guess who's got to carry those warrants out? Barr. Yeah. But he won't carry them out.
Yeah. Barr right now, he's got the keys to the hen house, baby. He's going to run through everything. He's going to be out there looking for a nugget that he can use to either attack Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, or some other Democrat in some grim tale of espionage and spying and treason. And if he could find a way to lock Hillary Clinton up, don't think Barr wouldn't do it. He would do that for Donnie. He would find some bullshit.
Evidence. Right. They would doctor evidence. That's how sick they are, and that's how desperate they are to get out the shit. They will have doctor evidence and make up someone in the shit.
Travis just left me for a minute. I'm waiting on him to get back because I had another phone call I wanted to do. It almost slipped my mind.
Don't lose your sound.
No. He's got me hooked up. He just walked out the room for a minute. I don't know where he went, but
that was a joke, mate.
All right. No. I'm sorry.
Well, Donnie, he's just such a dick. I can't believe what he does.
Yeah, every day.
Well, he's a dick and he does dick things.
That's right. He's a dick and he does dick things. Yes.
Don't offend dicks.
Yeah.
Couldn't be said better.
I'm trying to quote you, John.
Huh? I'm sorry, dear.
I was trying to quote you, John.
Yeah, that's what I got that from Bill Maher, actually. He's a dick and he does dick things.
Yeah.
I heard that. It stuck in my mind. Yes, it is. It's true. That's from the time he came down the escalator until right now. It's been a shitstorm of stories. It's been a shitstorm of controversy, of terrible things, everything from kids in cages to this shit that we're going through with the tariffs and the war and it's just everything. It's been a shit show since he showed up. You know, and
I love to have a grandstand shit. You know, like I gotta make the greatest entrance in the whole world.
Yes.
You know, and look at me.
Oh yeah, it's all about Donnie. Everything is.
Have you ever heard of a president in the history of America? Full stop America. Has any president ever had 6 or 7 books written about him in the first 3 years of their presidency?
No. I got books about Donnie out the wazoo now, because everybody it's a cash in. If you worked for Donnie, baby, you got a book deal. I guarantee you. You know, and there's some publisher out there just waiting for you to come out there and spill your shit.
The problem is with America or the American White House, or the White House, I should say, the problem is you don't know where the honesty starts and money ends, or the money starts and the honesty begins.
It's blurred, baby. There ain't no honesty in this shit. I can't find it. And that's how come we need to look at the candidates we have. We need the right person. It has to be somebody that's going to fix this shit, that wants to not only fix this shit, but return us to at least some sort of integrity as a nation in some kind of benevolent way. I'm tired of him taking this country and making us the assholes of the world. You know, kicking everybody else in the shin while he sucks up to Putin and who are they? Yeah. Gangsters.
Biden can beat Trump quite easy, but the trouble is, do we want Biden in your White House?
Well, that's the decision everybody's going to make.
He's better than what we got.
Oh yeah, there you go. That sums it up right there. He's better.
I think Donald Duck could be better.
Yeah, I have no doubt whatsoever. Put Daffy in there, he'd probably do better. But yeah, that's the ticket we're on. Who it's going to be is the big debate right now, and it's going to be that way. And until
we're not going to know exactly. Get some debate,
and
we got to make that field smaller. When you got 23 people running, you can't make a decision on it.
Well, that's how come you got to throw them freaking polls out the window. Don't pay any attention.
Yeah,
Biden's ahead. Oh my God, we're all going to go. No, that is so split up amongst 23 people that you've diluted the poll. The poll don't mean shit. And
so many people don't even get on the poll. I mean, there's so many of them. You know,
no. Some of them you don't even hear about them. Even there, but they're there.
Well, I don't even know their names.
No, I don't know all 20. I'm trying to keep up with what few I had. Before we get carried away, I'm late on doing this, and I hope, God, it's 10 o'clock out there. I hope I didn't screw up again. Go ahead and make that call to Stephanie Dean.
Yeah, we'll be right back, everybody.
I can tell talk though, right? Yeah. I was supposed to call Stephanie Dean last Thursday, and I failed to do that because sometimes I'm a dumbass and can't remember shit. And then we got in a conversation with her. I was supposed to call her probably about 30 minutes ago. So Stephanie Dean, I'm looking for your name in the comments. Are you still awake, baby? I hope I don't wake you up. Stephanie just recently went to the hospital. She had to have surgery and stuff. Stephanie has been a Blue Dot family member for a long time. And if y'all remember the other day when Andy Paguda, the filthy mouth liberal, was on the show here, he had made the comment that he's going to be officiating the wedding between Stephanie Dean and Jay Clayton. And,
hello.
Hello, Stephanie. How are you doing, dear? I'm sorry I'm late.
That's okay. You're funny. You hope you didn't wake me? Oh, my God. I don't sleep till 4 in the morning.
Oh, well, that's true. That's true. I've seen your post before. You've said that before. You're a night owl. So,
yeah.
How's everything going out there in Florida?
It's hot.
It's hot. It's hot here, too, darling. I didn't realize.
I'm not complaining, though. I like it.
Yeah, me neither. Not after, cold. When I get done with the cold, that's it. I can put up with the hot for a while. My wife has already dared me. Don't you dare say I can't wait for winter. No, I ain't coming out of my area.
I'll bet.
Yeah. So,
hey, I was going to mention, you were talking before about people getting behind blue no matter what once the primaries, right?
Right.
Got to tell you, I was a little disheartened today on Twitter because a few people were saying, well, I'm blue no matter who, but if they put Biden as Sanders as the candidate, I'll vote for the next in line Democrat. And I thought, no, don't start this.
No, that we can't have sparkle ponies. We can't have somebody that's going to be, well, I'll vote, but only if my candidate wins. That can't be how it's done. You know, when we have to pick one candidate, just like the Republicans do. They'll pick one person, and even if that person is a lying, stinking con man from hell, draft dodging piece of shit, well, they all vote for that guy because there's only one on that side. But we have a tendency to split things up, and we can't do that. We can't split it up. We can't say we're not going to vote unless my person gets it. That's bullshit. And people have to be called out on their bullshit. That it's a process, and it's our system. And it's the way democracy works. And sometimes it doesn't work the way we want it to. But that should motivate you to do it better the next time. And that's what this is. We got Donnie. Okay, everybody woke the shit up now. You know. I hope y'all have you seen Wanda Sykes' recent stand-up, Stephanie?
Not recently, no.
Yeah, Marsha and I watched it on Netflix. It got brought up over there on Bob Kincaid's show the other day, and so Mom and I watched it. It's pretty good. Right off the bat, she said, if you're a Trump voter and you're here to see my show, you done screwed up again. So, yeah, that was pretty funny. It was a pretty good show. So Andy's going to come down. Andy Paguda's going to come down and officiate y'all's wedding, huh?
Yes, he is.
I think that is just great.
You coming?
I wish I could, dear. I wish I could. I can't. I don't know where the hell I'm ever going to go again. You know, it's a long way to get out of Texas, and my wife don't fly. Ain't that pitiful? Have a woman don't fly. 26 years in aviation, baby. I've worked on planes, helicopters, you know, and I got a woman that don't want to go up there.
I gotta tell you that I kind of agree with her.
Yeah.
I really don't like flying, and I avoid it at all costs. I drive everywhere.
That's what we do. We drove all. Of course, I am that kind of guy. I like to drive anyway. I love to go down a road I have not been on before, and get off.
I wanna do what Deborah Gerlach's doing.
Ain't that something? Deborah's up there visiting Randy Kervin now, and she's on her way to see Leo, and then on the way over to see Andy. That was a kick in the butt when she showed up down here. That was really cool. I like the way she does it too, because she's just on the road, baby. She's just. I asked her, when you leave here, which way are you going? Are you going up by San Antonio and going to stay on the highway? I don't know. Whichever way. And I kind of told her, I said, looked at the map. I said, well, look, if you go up here I told her 77, and when you get up to Victoria, don't get on 59 because that goes to Houston. Stay on 77, and that'll take you right up north, and you'll bypass a lot of the big city and shit. That it's a country, more country road. It's beautiful. I've made that run a lot of times, and she's just out having fun. Her carefree attitude is really something to be admired. You know, that she's not afraid. What a
today, Kathy Larkin was trying to talk her into using the GPS app on her phone to find free campsites and that. And she's like, I use my phone just for calling and texting, and that's it.
She is. She's a character. I'm telling you. I enjoyed her visit. You wish you could just meet everybody that we've. There's so many. Kathy Larkin is one of them that have been in this family for so long. It's just like they are family, baby. It's because there's nobody on my friends list that I have not checked out your Facebook page, baby. If you're on my friends list, I've looked at I've looked way down your page to see your attitude, your the way you are and whatnot,
Well, then you don't need to read the book when it comes out, right?
No, I know. I got the characters all set forth, baby. Got it all done, and I love every one of them. I mean to tell you, that's I tried to stay on top of the messages and in the friend request. But the friend request, every once in a while I'll try to do one and it'll tell me real quick, you've already reached the limit. Okay, all right. Then I'll let like a week go by and try it again and it'll let me do it. Well, you assholes. You know, somebody left, I guess. But so it's sporadic whenever I get to add somebody. But I try to go in there and add when I can. But
yep.
Anyway.
Well, what can I say? You're a popular guy.
Not. I'm just. Like I said in my post, I'm just the one with the big mouth in this family. That's it. That's the only thing different between me and everybody else out here. I'm the guy with the big mouth. And,
you are inspiring.
Well,
you are.
I appreciate that, Stephanie. We've raised up a beautiful family here, and they are.
Mm-hmm.
I love to see people. I say it all the time. When you reach out to somebody and make a contact down there in the comments, that just because then it really is building relationships. And when you build those,
there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them that I consider my friends.
There you go.
And I've met people right here in my own town. Heck, Kathy Ash came and saw me in the hospital.
Oh, is that right? Kathy did? Kathy Ash, yes,
yeah.
She comes to Texas every once in a while. She's got her grandkids out here. Now, see
right.
there. I try to keep things in my head when you bring somebody's up. I try to remember.
I don't know if you recall the name, but Jody Marker Thompson. She's right in my hometown here, and we've gone out to dinner several times.
Outstanding. I know Donna Bonacosi and Chris Kloss live up in the same area up there in Massachusetts.
Yep.
And then we have the Blue Dot sisters, Tamara Harrington and Connie Burnett. You see there, I didn't mess up this time.
Well, Donna Bonacosi and Linda are sisters.
And Linda Calbaro. I see. I mess up on names sometimes. I thought that. I keep forgetting to ask because occasionally I see both of them and they'll say sis, and well, you don't normally say that unless that's your sister. And I've noticed that, and I've always meant to ask, is that your sister? Is Linda your sister? And I guess it is. I'm behind on my curve, baby. But I pay attention. Yeah. And it's I like this calling people on the phone though. For those that can't get on Discord, because I do have quite a few people on my phone, Blue Dots that I have their phone numbers.
I think Travis did pull me in on Discord, but I stepped out of the room for a minute.
Uh-oh.
And I didn't hear him say it.
Oh, so you're saying it's all Travis's fault that you haven't been on the show, huh?
Yes, it's Travis's
there he
fault.
is. There he is. Okay, just pointing that out. Just wanting to know it's not my fault, it's your fault.
Are you, by any chance, Steph is here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're in the call at the moment, but you're muted at the moment, so...
Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, well, I muted
she's muted because she's on the phone.
I know that. I meant earlier.
Oh, man. Boy, howdy. But I like this little thing. If we can, Travis always has trouble with the cord. Plug it again to my Windows phone. But I like this. And so I'm going to make an attempt to try to call some other Blue Dots that I have phone numbers to, and see if you want to join us on the show for a few little conversation. Especially some people just don't have Discord and don't know how to use it and all that stuff. You don't see Buddy Davis in there, do you? See, I've talked to Buddy Davis on the phone, and I can't get him. No. He's got a problem with his Discord. He's on there, he's in there, but his mic is muted, and we can't get him unmuted. But he wants to be on the show, so, we have a big family here, and I like getting everybody in here to have a voice. But anyway, okay, Steph, well, now that he knows that you're in there, maybe we can pull you in through the Discord. So.
All right. You all have a good rest of your weekend, huh?
Yes, you too, Stephanie. Enjoy your Memorial Day tomorrow, and
now we already did ours.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
Yeah, we already did our cookout.
We're gonna do ours tomorrow.
The kids are going to the mother-in-law's tomorrow, so I'm alone all day tomorrow. But that's okay. We like those days.
Mama doesn't know it, but she's gonna make some potato salad tomorrow. I'm gonna ask her.
And please tell Mama
make some potato salad for us. We're gonna barbecue, so we need potato salad. We need some beans and some peppers. So you got barbecue, potato salad, beans, and peppers. You got a meal right there. Some tortillas. And, yep, I'm good to go, baby. Anyway, Stephanie, I'll let you go. Tell Jay we said hello, and we wish you all both the best. And we'll keep on top of when the wedding is. All right.
Take care.
You too, Stephanie. Bye-bye now. And that is Stephanie Dean out in Florida in one of our Blue Dots. So, yeah, I like that little idea of calling people on the phone and getting them to talk. Yeah.
All right, we're going to bring the Discord chat back in.
All right.
Mate, we never left.
Well, no, we had y'all muted just for the sake of the phone call.
Oh.
Did you know that Ashley's in the green room?
No, I did not. Again, I don't have Discord open.
Dennis is in the green room.
Who's in? Oh, Ashley?
That was going to be the next surprise. It's Dennis's other daughter.
Oh,
so Dennis? I'm gonna bring in Ashley. No, I don't have Discord open when I'm manning the board and all that other stuff, so I don't get these alerts until someone like ats me or something.
Here she is.
All right, Ashley Valadez, you here?
Yeah.
Oh, well, hello, darling. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Are you keeping your daddy under control? Need to stay after him. Tell him.
Not sure about that.
How old are you, darling?
I am 11.
You are 11 years old.
Yeah.
And well, what's your big thing in life nowadays? What's your favorite thing to do now?
Probably art.
Ooh, art.
Arts? You like the arts?
Yes.
Oh, well, there you go.
Do you do any art yourself?
Yeah. I just recently had like 2 pieces in the art show.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you had pieces in a show.
Yeah, actually, all my kids had pieces in the art show at the mall recently.
Oh, no kidding!
Outstanding. Let's
she actually just won the 5th grade spelling bee last Wednesday.
Oh wow, that's awesome!
And you can spell.
Good to see. It's good to see the children taking after their mother.
Yes. There you go, taking after their mother.
Shots fired.
Evidently, Dennis is doing a fine job of raising his family, baby. I'm telling you, I'm proud.
My little one here overheard the show last week, and her big sister, how she nailed it. So she's like, Dad.
Yeah. That was,
well, of course.
Destiny did an outstanding.
Hey, I want more artistic people on the show, so I'm glad to have you here, Ashley.
Yes, Travis is into art.
Thank you.
Travis.
We have to watch our language.
Oh
no, she's no stranger to that either.
Well, there you go, Dennis. I was just bragging on you, buddy.
From a young age, I was like, I try not to shelter them too much so they don't get a big culture shock when they grow up. So I give them as much as I think they can handle.
Well,
so they're
go.
no stranger to curse words.
There you go.
That's modern parenting.
Yes. Doing a
Austin,
good job.
it just dawned on me. I watched Austin Powers the other day. You sound exactly like Austin Powers to me.
It's that Australian. Who don't like an Australian accent anyway? You know. Do you like to hear people like Dave talk, Ashley? They sound.
We speak English.
Yes, they speak English. I don't know what we're speaking. They speak proper English.
Bad English.
Yeah, we make stuff up as we go along.
Wait a minute. I'm not gonna derail the show really quick, but Dave, I got one for you. So I like to try to get into voice acting a little bit, just for fun little side projects or whatever. And a friend of mine was trying to do a Australian accent, and he said the best way to try to learn it is if you type it out on a computer, all the pronunciations and vowels that are different. And I only know 2 phrases. I'm not really good with one of them, but it's we practice this one. It's my name. I have no name. But instead of having a long A in the name, it's an I. So it's like my name. I have no name. So,
he's giving you his best
my
Australian.
best Australian accent. That one quote. I can't do anything else, and I think I'm butchering it a little bit.
Yeah.
There is a lot of actors out there and a lot of TV people that, you know, are from other countries and other TV shows that do a bit of the Aussie accent for their skit or whatever.
All right.
And that wasn't bad. That was as good as a lot I've heard. You just got to talk a little bit quicker though. With that, we're not on drugs. We're not dopey on drugs. So a little bit quicker.
A little quicker.
So instead of being more dramatic, so it's my name, I have no name.
There
we go. That's a little bit
go.
faster,
Yeah,
a little bit more upbeat.
But
I need more quotes though. That's it.
You're hanging on to the last vowel.
Let's talk like a Californian, fast, and with the accent.
Jaw, dude. Is that what
you know? What? What? You know what language? What accent really irks me? It does. I'm not angry at the people, but the accent irks me. Is South American.
Really?
South American?
Yeah. It's American, but it's like American and Australian.
Kind of mixed.
Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever actually sat down and heard anything from down there. I'm gonna have to look that up. That's interesting, actually.
Well, South Africa's a big country, and has a lot of power in the world. But yes, I find that's a mixture between American and Australian, or British. But certainly it's a mixture of the two dialects there.
Right.
And have a listen to it and tell me what you think the next time we speak.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
From South America.
No, South Africa. South Africa.
It's American with an Australian ending. Everything sounds Australian.
I hope somebody's okay.
That's true. I used to work with a guy, and he was a supervisor, and you couldn't hardly tell the difference.
Is that right?
Yes.
I have.
And in fact, a South American and an Australian. I had a sister who lived in America for 12 months. When she come back here, she sounded American.
People say I have an accent. I don't hear it.
People say I have an accent and I don't hear it, but that's everybody. I don't.
You sound English.
We don't sound a little Western?
You know who I like to talk to?
No, you sound English, actually, a little bit more than your dad.
And I hope she takes this well, because I do. I like to talk to Donna Bonacosi. She's got that Boston accent, and I just love
your
that.
Your dad drags it.
Huh?
You talk a little bit. See, you talk a little bit like an American Texan.
Yeah, like a hick.
Whereas,
Thanks, sir. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate that, bub. Sound like a dumbass, do I?
But you do. You sound like where you are. You sound like the accent you would expect.
Well,
but as for your son,
I'm going to appreciate that then.
I'm wondering, your son, he's got a totally different sound than you. There's none of this.
These kids nowadays, you can't teach them tradition, you know.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Look here, boy. You bet. Say you bet.
Oh, you bet, man. I'll tell you
how's
what.
the weather? Oh, you bet.
Oh, you bet.
You going to see your mama? You bet.
You bet.
You know, that's Texas.
Dennis doesn't have much of an act.
Are y'all going?
I don't think Dennis has much of an act. Dennis.
It only comes out when I get tired or I drink. That's the only time.
Oh, there you go. So technically, only on days that end in Y, right?
Ashley, what grade are you going to be in next year?
Next year I'm going to middle school, 6th grade.
Oh, moving up into the 6th grade.
Yeah.
And when you turn 18, Ashley, are you going to vote Republican or Democrat?
Well,
in the world,
maybe I should help you there. Would you vote for Donald Trump again?
Definitely not Donald Trump if he were to run.
And what's your thoughts of Donald Trump? Do you have any thoughts about him?
Well,
while she's thinking about that, I'll tell a story real quick.
Okay. But she should be concerned with other things other than
yeah, really politics.
No. Wait.
I was just hoping that Ashley had a cute little story, or
she does have one.
She quoted Daddy.
She's just being shy.
Let's hear it, Dennis.
Yeah, the night that Trump was elected, she came home from school the next day, crying her eyes out, thinking she was going to be deported because she's of Hispanic descent.
Oh, God.
See, that's.
I've had a lot of friends that did the exact same thing. No joke.
That's pitiful.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry for that
for that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it really shows we've messed up
You're
somewhere.
not going anywhere, Ashley. We're not going to let you go anywhere, buddy. We want you right here.
It'll be over my dead body. I guarantee you.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. But that's not well. We won't go right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, one of these days, we're gonna live in an era where
that
people
is
of
not a
all ages
consideration.
are not having to worry about the state of politics.
Yeah.
It's a crazy
Yeah.
world that kids are living in nowadays, and it's almost hard to watch at times. To be honest. Like, I would be terrified if I was a parent. Like, to all you parents out there, kudos to you. And, especially if you're a loving parent and,
Not like me, right?
Yeah, no, definitely not like you.
Yeah,
Jeez.
not like me.
But no, like, for real, I appreciate and love the fact that, because, like, especially, like, reading the chat here, when I see people, like, saying, I got to go to bed, or I got to go out. It was so nice talking to everybody. And, there's so much kindness in the chat. And that warms my heart really well because, especially when we go in and talking about this kind of stuff, it's almost easy to forget that there is kindness left out there. There's a lot of mean people out there. And that's
how come it's important for us to be the good deed doers.
Yeah.
Long Dragon.
That's mine.
Andy Griffith Show.
Is that actually picking up through the thing? That's so weird.
I heard it.
That's weird. I have it muted on the board.
And Andy Griffith. Yep, I heard it.
That was so weird.
That's right. Andy.
She does have a story if you want to listen to it.
Yes, absolutely.
Ashley, what's your story?
Okay, so
the mic on a preamp.
Oh, it might have. Hold on, Dave. Ashley's going to tell us a story here.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Go ahead, Ashley.
So one day we went to a Beto rally while he was running for Senate, and it was raining. Like after he gave his speech,
right?
But he still stood there and took pictures, and we actually got a picture with him.
You got a picture with Beto O'Rourke?
Yeah,
I do too.
And actually, before we went there, I actually drew a picture, and then I'm pretty sure it was had a few raindrops on it,
right.
But we tried our best to make sure that the picture wasn't soaked, and then I gave it to Beto.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
That is awesome, Ashley. That is great. I'm glad you got to meet him. I'm glad you got to hear him. He's an exciting guy, ain't he?
He drew a picture of Beto and gave it to him.
Oh, you drew a picture of him. Well, I'm sure he got it, and I'm sure he enjoyed that. He appreciated it, I'm sure. But I'm tickled that you got your picture with him and that you went to one of his rallies. That's really neat.
They got drenched.
I would have been out there too, honestly.
Yeah. It was the rally that it just poured the entire time, and he left. Wow. He stayed until he met everybody. I got sick and I didn't get to go to that one.
That's one thing about Beto O'Rourke. He will not leave until everybody that's in that line that wants to meet him has met him. And believe me, I've stood at the back of that line going, all right, people, let's shake his hand. Let's go. Come on, I got a camera here. I want to take a picture. I would wait for as long as it would take to get in there to see him. I was really impressed with him, and I'm glad that you were too. So.
Yeah, it's awesome. Ashley, let me ask you, as another artist to another, what's your favorite thing to use to make art?
To make art?
Yeah.
Well, there is a lot of art supplies out there.
Mm-hmm.
But
do you like
Personally, I'm good with just watercolor.
Ooh, that's awesome.
That's what
my girlfriend actually uses watercolor. I wish she would use it more often because she's really good at it. See, unfortunately, I can't draw. I would like to paint. I would like to do oil painting someday, like Bob Ross.
Ashley, can you see the screen? Can you see me?
I can see it on my father's screen.
Well, I'm gonna when you go to take a look at this, I'm gonna show you my artwork. Okay, here's my artwork.
What is that?
That's my doodling.
You're doodling?
When I'm sitting here and then people at I'm good at arrows, straight lines, 45 degree. It's got to have some kind of geometric thing going on. I just gotta. You flip through my pages, and you'll find all sorts of. Here's one with X's and an arrow going this way.
So that's probably where I get that from. I do the same thing.
Oh yeah.
I do similar things. Normally, it just kind of like blind drawing.
I have noticed though that I'm a line guy. I'm not a circle guy. You know, some people doodle circles. You only got a little curve here. I'm usually a straight angle guy, or it's got to have a degree of an angle on another line or something like that. That's if there's probably somebody out there to tell me all about my personality just by that.
Actually, what do you like to draw?
Huh?
Said, what do you like to draw?
What do I like to draw?
Huh?
Well, I just go around in circles, but I like to draw animals. Yeah.
Oh, you
I like drawing it.
Animals.
That's awesome.
She has a sketchbook, and it's got all kinds of cartoon characters and animals and stuff.
That's cool.
That's cool. Well, animals are a good subject to draw.
Yes.
Because who doesn't love animals?
Yeah, I wish I could draw. I never could. I mean, I used to draw when I was a kid. Never good though. I used to doodle like airplanes and stuff like that because I used to love, or I still love it, aviation and stuff. Most of my art's on a computer though. I do a lot of. I used to do a lot of science fiction art, like space art and stuff, but I do it on a computer and all that other stuff.
Do you ever use the computer for your artwork, Ashley? They got lots of programs out there.
Personally,
yeah.
I think that drawing a computer is much harder than drawing the normal paper and pencil style.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, you never know where that artistic talent will take you. To call somebody out, Natalie Pallenblow up there in New York City. She's a graphic artist and she is working on things with
all sorts of people.
Yeah, all sorts of people. She satellite XM, Sirius XM radio and stuff. She's a graphic artist. I've seen some of her work. She's just and she's up in New York City, baby, living that kind of New York City life stuff up there. So you keep pursuing whatever makes you happy. Ashley, they always say if you do something that makes you happy, you never have to work a day in your life. The key is to find out what it is that you enjoy doing, and if by chance you can make a living off of that, well, that's just a home run out of the park, baby. That's yeah, you get to do something you enjoy doing.
Need to get
her. Go ahead, Bella.
Was telling Dennis, you need to get her the dolls, the wooden dolls that are just stick figures for humans and animals.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the anatomically correct posable figures,
yes.
Right? Yeah, those would be great. Always a
those
good.
Those are
reference.
absolutely. I got my daughter envied those when she was going into the 6th grade.
Nice.
She's going back to school next year for being an art teacher.
Wow.
There you go.
That's awesome.
There you go. You never give up on something you love to do. Because if you love to do it, you just keep getting better at it.
Just get her all the artwork stuff that she needs to, the different mediums, and let her work in it.
Oh, yeah. She's got kits galore. She's got acrylic paint. She's got watercolors, matte pencils, all kinds of stuff. She gets kits every Christmas or birthday. Or
awesome.
Artsy.
And always keep that up because, and also one of these days we're going to go up and visit your dad for sure. And I would love to see some of your artwork. Or if Dennis, if you have
I'm ready. You ready to get your mind blown?
Yeah.
Okay. For Christmas, this kid asked for a copy of War and Peace.
Are you shitting me?
Whoa.
Oh no.
And she reads a lot.
Oh Lord. Well, get your reading. That's a big book to read, baby. That's a big book. That's got lots of pages. You better count them numbers. That's going to be a whole summer read there.
That is awesome, though.
You learn so much, baby, when you read and you let your mind paint the picture. It's so much better to read a story than it is to see a movie, in my opinion, because the book allows your mind to paint the picture of what that author is trying to tell you. And you're not going to find a better screen than inside your own head.
That's right.
So, you pursue that, darling. That's
she reads a ton. Reading and art.
That's awesome.
There you go. That's the things that'll teach you things in life, darling.
I miss out on so many books because I have a problem with books, and it's like I can read a page, and then it's like I forget immediately what I just read. It is so annoying because every time I want to read a good book, I know it's gonna be a great book. I'd rather read the book than watch like a movie or something.
I like to read.
It's just my brain works that way, and it's always so difficult.
I'm terrible.
We've got a name for that disease.
I'm terrible at taking notes. Whenever I was in school or a class or anything that I've ever been to, if I start writing down what the teacher said, I've lost half of it. I gave up taking notes. I just intensely try to listen, and for some ways, some of that information is retained in my head. But
that's pretty much the way I did it. I always said, if it doesn't go up on the board, it doesn't go on my note.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Travis, what normally happens in situations like what you've described there, where you read something and then you forget it, you think you've forgotten it, but you haven't, because, I do the same. But what happens is a year down the track or 6 months down the track, something will come up about that topic, and all of a sudden what you did read will start coming back.
Yep. That's the amazing thing about the human brain, baby. It's got the capacity to hold so much more than a computer ever will.
Yeah.
But the thing is, a computer can bring it up faster than we can. That's the only problem. As soon as we perfect that shit, we'll be all right. But it's the things that you learn when you read and everything that like Dave said, it sticks in your mind. You may not remember it right now, but just wait. That one time when you're going to need that quote or that remembrance of something that you read, it will come out. It's in there. And so you just keep doing that, darling. I'm just so proud of you. I'm proud of your daddy for the. Imagine you got more, Dennis. You got 2.
Oh,
how many?
Yeah, I've got 3. My son's the genius.
Oh hell, when's he coming on? When are we? You didn't tell him.
I got to pry him off his keyboard for that one.
Oh, there you
He's a
go.
Gamer.
He's a gamer.
Ah, there we go.
Travis will be right up his alley.
Yeah, we'll lure him in saying we're going to talk video games.
And to any of our other Blue Dot family members, if you have children that when you're coming on Discord and want to talk to us and all that, and if you have your grandson or granddaughter there, or your son or daughter, or they don't even have to be kids, they can be, like Travis's age or whatever age anybody is.
Are you saying I'm not a kid anymore?
No, you quit that shit.
Aww.
I don't change your diaper no more.
Okay, that was too far on that one, but okay.
You got past that, babe. You're on your own.
TMI.
Yeah, really.
But feel free to introduce some family member or some friend that you have on the show anytime. This is a big family, and we try to expand it all the time. So everybody's voice is not only needed, but it should be listened to. And ain't no telling what we learn, whether it be from Ashley or from Aussie Dave or anybody else that calls in. We all can learn a little something. And tonight, Ashley has taught us a little something. So we appreciate that, Ashley.
Ashley's inspired me to want to go make some art when I go get off the air tonight.
Travis is going to go create.
I'm going to try drawing, maybe.
I must say that Travis, both him and his girlfriend, are very artistic people. They work in different mediums, but it's all, whether it be music or actual graphic arts and stuff. I'm proud that
she's more talented than me, though. She won't admit it, but she's way more talented than me.
She is pretty talented. Okay, I'll give you that. She's more talented than you.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, y'all were talking about bringing Dylan on the show, but I feel like the problem is...
Go ahead and give us the scoop on Dylan.
You can't pry him off. You can't pry him off his computer.
He's stuck,
I feel like He has so much like things in his brain, but like he
Ashley?
he just wants to.
Is it like a one-track mind? Like he can only focus?
You just walk over there to him and let him know. Just look at him and go, "Hey, have you been on a podcast?" And he'll say, and then just look at him and say, "Well, I have." And guess what? Destiny's been there too.
Yeah.
Go figure. Women, they got a voice, and then walk away. See if he takes the bait. See if he takes the bait, baby.
And so, my dad was telling me to tell you guys that I am the all A student in tag.
Well, good.
Good deal.
Outstanding, darling. That shows that your dedication to the job, to doing the work. And we can all applaud you for that, darling. That really makes your daddy happy, your mama happy, I'm sure. You know, it's the work that you do. You don't, going through school is the work that children have to do. When you get older, just wait. They're going to pay you for something that you learn. They'll actually give you money for doing it. But right now,
they didn't get that from me.
Yeah.
They're all A students. All of them are A students.
Outstanding.
My younger two are in that gifted program.
Good.
And the younger two are going to STEM camp this summer.
Oh, outstanding.
That's awesome.
That is outstanding. Well, you're just, I know what Dennis is. Dennis is looking at one of them nice retirement homes. Nice retirement. His kids are going to put him in a real good one, not like, where are you going to stick me?
Get a boat.
That's right. Give me a boat. That's right. Raise him up good, baby. Buy me a boat. Anyway, well, I guess it's getting on to be about 9:30, which is about 10:30 out in the East Coast. So I guess we ought to start thinking about winding it down here.
And 12 p.m. in Australia.
12 p.m. in Australia. Boy, howdy. What time we fly. Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here, Dave. I appreciate your voice every time you come on. And
thank you.
I know we got Budman, Velda.
We got Ashley, Dave, Bud One Man, Dennis, Steph, Velda, Velika, and Chris, aka Yogi.
A.K.A. Yogi.
I like saying that, aka Yogi, or aka
Yogi
Chris, Yogi.
Doesn't matter any way you call me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they're cool names either way, both ways. That's what I'm saying. That's why I like saying both.
Don't have anything but late for dinner.
That's me.
Yeah, you can call me anything you want, but don't call me late for dinner.
You know what my name is? If you ever find me on the internet under any other name other than John Britivo, I'm known as Starender. That's my handle.
Nerd. No.
Yeah, I'm Starender, baby. That's what I am. On my Boom Beach and my little game stuff, that's what my name is, Starender. I got it from my brother. He got it from a book, from a movie about a sci-fi thing that we talked about. And he recommended it, and that's what I've been ever since.
You should open up. You should start telling people that you play Boom Beach religiously.
It's a nasty little habit. It's my only little
you
thing.
have a squad, and you can. I'm telling you, you can probably invite people who are watching the show.
Yeah, you can have a task force. It's a task force, man. It's military, dude. It's a task force.
Oh, sorry, bruh. I'm just saying you can.
My wife's name.
Can get
my wife's name on Boom Beach.
Taffy 3.
Mom's,
Taffy 3.
What's that?
I said Taffy 3.
Taffy 3?
Yep.
That's you?
Famous World War II fleet that stood off Leyte Gulf.
Oh, yes. The Battle of Leyte Gulf. Yes.
Yep.
Oh.
And the Sumar Strait. Taffy 3 with the Enterprise was there most of the time.
Ah.
The Enterprise, you know this. The Enterprise was just about in every battle of World War II.
Yes. The Enterprise been and there's been different enterprises.
And they sold it to a scrapyard to be cut up.
And they even sent it to space, man. You know, Captain Kirk was on it. Sent it out to space. Kirk. But,
Hey John. Oh, hey John.
Yes, ma'am.
So, my father was telling me how you have like so many pets. So how do you balance taking care of your pets and making sure you can do your...
I got a big heart, baby. I can't go outside the door without loving on my donkey. I can't love on my donkey without the goat behind me going like he you know, I see this shit, you better come over and pet me, so I got to go pet him. And the cats, they're all at my feet, except now we have a new little kitten that its mama is coming and going, just not paying much attention to him, so we bring him in at night, and he's just a tiny little thing, so we're giving him a lot of love. And the rest of them, my dogs, they're just there every day, and my bird is right there off my shoulder when I go out in the living room. We've always been an animal-loving family, and it just seems the older I get, the more what do you call it?
The more soft you get.
Yeah, I'm a softie nowadays. You put an animal in front of me, I'm the animal whisperer. I get right, you know.
It does take a lot of work, though. Like,
you know what their names are? Ida Baby. They're all Ida babies. Come here, Ida Baby. I don't care if I'm talking about donkey or the cat. Ida Baby, come here. You know, they're all my babies, and we love them all.
It does take a lot of work, though, because, you know, we have so many different types of animals here.
Ashley, do you know how much hay a donkey can eat? A lot. A lot of hay. And I mean, it just, and then guess what? It comes out the other end, and then you got to get a shovel. And that's really a pleasant job. And
then you say, hey.
Jenny's a miniature, right?
Yes, Jenny is a miniature, except when it comes to that. And Lord, piles, baby. You got to get it up too. It's got to go. It's good fertilizer. Excellent.
Bet you got some good composting piles.
Yes, we do, and it makes excellent fertilizer. You know, just returns right back to the. But yeah, between the hay and I like to get a sack of oats and give them a treat of oats every once in a while, and of course the dogs, they are on. They only eat one brand of food because Mama pays close attention, and this is the only brand that didn't have dogs dying when the dog food got poisoned or whatnot. She will only feed them pedigree, and you know, the cats, they're spoilt to what is it? Is it kitten caboodle? I think.
Oh, I don't pay attention to the cat food. That's on y'all.
My wife, every morning, Ashley, you should see it. Me and my wife line up 10 bowls. And we put a scoop of dry food in each one, and then Mama opens up a can of cat food, and then we have to put a little spoon of cat food in each bowl, kind of mix it up so nobody's running in there and grabbing the whole hunk of meat and running off. And then me and my wife get together right at the door, and then open the door at one time to get them bowls out there because we got a massive amount of cats at our feet. And that's the way we start our day. And then by that time, then the donkey hears me and she starts chiming in, hee-haw, come feed me too. So it's takes a little to keep up with everybody because everybody wants to. And then as soon as I can cook breakfast, Ashley, and as soon as I sit down to eat my breakfast, the parrot, my Fred, the parrot, he starts squawking. He wants some of my eggs. And until I get up and go bring him some of my eggs, he's not going to stop squawking. So... yeah, everybody's got to get fed. I'm usually the last one getting my breakfast down.
Now, Ashley, really quick, before we go, now let me tell you how I take care of our pets.
Oh, yeah.
You ready for this?
Oh, what do you do?
I get up, or Rose does. Rose does most of the
Gets
taking
up and
care
looks
of.
at him and go, okay, everything's done.
I go switch their lights from nighttime to daytime. Some of them get fed once a week. Some of them get fed every other day. Some of them get fed every night. I make sure they got clean water and make sure they didn't poop in their tanks.
That's it.
That's it. Reptiles are easy.
You don't have to go walk them.
Nope.
Go haul out bales of hay.
Nope.
Throw them over. You know, I want somebody, I think it's the Lawson. Somebody threw a bale of hay over the fence down there.
Good deal.
So somebody else is feeding that horse besides me.
Good.
So that's good news.
What were you going to say, Ashley?
Someone from the YouTube comments was saying, when do we get a live stream of Jenny?
Well, it's so cool that you're a professional at this, Ashley, like keeping track of the chats and stuff.
There you go.
We want to work on a system where we can actually show Jenny in the live stream. Right now it's...
I did.
What was that?
I said, no, that I did teach her.
There you go.
There you go.
Maybe you're going to be a journalist. That's what it is.
Yeah. No, we want to. It's the act of getting a camera from the back room of the house, which is where we are, to the stall of hers, which is on the other end of the house, or if she's out in the front yard, we need a camera out in the yard.
Well, you know, if she's out in the front yard, you could put one out that window.
I could probably put one out that window, yeah. That could totally be a thing, actually.
Yeah.
But if she walks all the way across the yard, then she'll just be a little speck. But I guess people can still
be like, where's Waldo? Where's Jenny?
Yeah.
Have to search the background to see where she blends in with some of that stuff out there.
But it is something that I do want to work on, though, because you know we get so many requests from everybody to see our pets and stuff, and I like pet cameras anyway. You know, it's.
I'm gonna bring Fred in here and let him sit up here.
If I can have a bulletproof glass window between you and me, that'd be great.
Everybody's afraid of the bird.
I'm not afraid of the bird. I just he has a temperament every now and then. Every now and then. I'm not saying always, but his beak is like a can opener, you know.
And it will open you up if he gets pissed off at you, but just don't piss him off and you'll be fine. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up this evening. We want to thank everybody for coming by and lending their voice in here, and especially you, Ashley. We appreciate you coming in, darling. And tell your dad to bring you back again. And now you don't forget to go over there and rub it in Dylan's face now.
Really quick. Well, hang on, Ashley. You got something to say?
Yeah, I have one last question.
What's that?
How do you have enough topics to bring up in your shows if there's like
have you seen our president? Have you
I saw one of the comments said that maybe she can help our president. Oh.
Maybe she can what? I didn't hear that.
Maybe she can teach our president how to spell.
Yeah,
yes,
that's one thing.
Yes, you could. You could.
You could. I guarantee you, he doesn't know how to spell hamburger or anything else. And half the time he doesn't know how to say it.
Or Biden.
Yeah.
Okay. The word she won the spelling bee was diabolical. Can you imagine trying?
No, don't even ask me. We gotta go. Don't be asking me that kind of stuff. Put me on the spot. How do you spell diabolical, John? Well, shit, I don't know. That's pretty diabolical. You to ask me that question right here on live.
I know.
I know what the meaning of it is. Huh?
TRUMP.
Yeah, that's what that's.
Trump's the answer to everything.
Yeah. How do you spell? Well, we won't go there, because that's just. You can guess though. You can guess.
Wait, Velda. How do you spell that again, Velda?
Leave me alone. I haven't had enough coffee.
No. I was going to go with a joke. You spelled what?
Trump. TRUMP.
Does that say jerk?
That's
pretty much.
Yeah.
Was I not right? Dang.
That's what it spells. It spells well.
Go to Google and type in treason, stupid, or idiot.
Yeah.
And then when it comes up, click images to Donald Trump.
Yep.
I'm trying that right now.
See, Travis is on top of that, and it shows.
Oh my God!
Treason.
Treason.
There you go. What more do you need to know, people? Just Google treason. There's Donnie's picture. Google idiot under images. Donnie Trump's picture will be there.
Oh my God! You Google idiot, and he is one of the first results that come.
There you go, people.
I'm not. Look at this.
There it is, idiot, right there. And there's Donnie. There you go.
Wow. Way to go, Internet.
It tells you who we have in our house.
Wait, what was that, Chris?
It said, the first thing that popped up, the big idiot president is not getting himself impeached on purpose.
Come on. At the very and I see that too. My God.
Ain't it pitiful? That's sad, people. We got to fix that.
Yeah.
And it's not just those words. There's quite a few words along those lines.
Yeah, I would imagine, and he fits every one of them.
I just realized also, since you're an animal lover,
what's that?
Ashley is an avid fan of wearing animal ears. You know, the little headbands with the different animal ears.
Oh, that's
that's cool. You like that, Ashley?
Yeah.
If you look in the Discord channel, I took a picture of when she won the spelling bee, and she's wearing little like panda ears.
Oh, there we go. Hang on, let me pass that over.
Put over here where I can see it.
So you can see.
Oh, there's Ashley. Oh, look at you with your ears on, and you got a trophy, dear. Look at that. Well, aren't we just so proud of you? I hope everybody in the Discord can see you.
Yeah.
And quite pretty, I might add. Did you get that from your mama's side?
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Good answer, Dennis. Good answer, Dennis. All right, people. We're going to wind it up, baby. Ashley, thank you so much for coming by, and you lightened all our hearts tonight, so we really appreciate that, darling. And Dennis,
thank you
thanks
for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Dennis, thanks for bringing her in and just.
Oh, I didn't have a choice in the matter.
Well, that's good. Next time, just like I said, tell her to go over there and tell Dylan.
Yeah, Ashley,
you've been
please.
on the show yet? Yeah.
Ashley, please come back anytime you want.
Yes, darling.
Because it seems like the chat on YouTube and Facebook love you as well. So, like,
there you go.
Please.
I don't want to reuse an old joke, but I made that too.
There you go. There you go. I made that too. That's mine. I did that. That's it. I'm done. I can quit now. There you go, buddy. All right. Well, look, y'all keep your head in the news, stay informed, and be a part of this. Ashley, you can just go ahead and continue on. You don't have to get all into this stuff. You'll be there later on, dear. But
yeah, don't spend your childhood worrying about this stuff. We're gonna try to fix it so you don't have to.
We're gonna try to do the fixing for you, and but when you get to be 18, don't forget us. So, and I'm sure you won't. But to our Blue Dot family, yes, ma'am.
I doubt a brief population of people can change the matter, so
yes, baby, we can change this. All of us together can change it for
Good
you.
Can beat evil.
That's right. Every time. So thanks for your words of wisdom, Ashley. And y'all take care. And again, thank you for all our Patreon members and those that support this show. We appreciate it all the time. And the most precious thing that you give us is your time and your ear to listen and to be a member of this family. And we appreciate it all the time. So, and again, like I say, if you have some of your family members want to stop by and say hello, or a friend or whatever, bring them in and put them on the mic and we'll talk to them. So on that note, y'all have a good night. I love all y'all. We're going to go into the Discord. Yeah. If you're on Discord, don't hang up yet. We're right there. But for our Facebook family and our YouTube family and our Periscope, if anybody's watching us on Periscope, we appreciate you coming by and appreciate you giving us our time. So y'all have a good night, and we'll see y'all later. Tomorrow's Monday. We start it all over again. Bye-bye now.